Okay, so we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Father Miller here, the Nerd Father. We're doing our third episode of Friday Afternoon Stretch, preceding Friday Night Tights. So happy to have with us Jed, and I'm going to put the link in for those that want to join. Just make sure you got your headphones on and webcam. And happy to have Problem Bean. First time I think you've been on my channel.
Yes, I believe it is. Good to be here. Thank you for
So
having me.
good to have you. So we were
Thank
just
you.
talking Blake 7. I want to see
Yes.
it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've seen the first 4 episodes.
It's vital. Yeah. I mean, I think the second series is my favorite. So, yeah, it really is in its stride at that point. Although the rest of the last 2 seasons are very different. I won't explain why. But yeah, it's a consistently good show. I mean, it obviously doesn't have a budget.
Yeah.
I should show you what I just bought. I was sharing this with the rabbi this morning. I'm actually quite excited to receive this because I am rewatching Classic Who for the first time in probably 25 years.
Wow.
And it's like watching it for the first time again. Because there's a few episodes of Classic Who that really sticks out in my mind, like Inferno and The Two Doctors, just because that one is a little weird. So I ended up buying this on eBay. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
No.
Oh.
It's supposed to be histories about the different seasons.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's quite in depth. Is it written by one person? Or?
No, Tatwood, Lawrence Miles, I think. And we got somebody else on. Let's see who it is. Clobbering time.
Hey.
How are you?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, Mike.
Hello, Father.
Bobby.
Good to
Hey,
see you.
Jetty, Probby,
Hey,
what's
brother.
up?
Yeah, I'm good. Avon lives, man.
Avon lives forever, buddy. Thanks for the invite, Father. I apologize for my tardiness.
Don't worry. Happy to have you. So,
Yeah.
I
Great
was
to
just...
see you.
Let me bring up what... so, Dars, I think it is... I don't know how it's pronounced, but he's going to be the guest on tonight. Let me bring up the song. And it's really, really good. Dan Vasic. Let's see. Ironcaster's here. Good to
Oh,
see
Dan
you.
Bass.
Dude, Iron, what's up,
Iron,
brother?
what's up, man?
I forgot
Hello.
to share the audio. Whoops. Let me reshare that. I
I
forgot to put the
was-
audio thing on.
Actually, I was at work with a few people getting the word out. I got some people watching your stuff, Clobby.
Oh, good. Thank
Oh.
you.
Thank you, bub.
I just broke 700 subs.
Nice.
Really?
done.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. I broke it and then keep going behind it. I lost 50 the other day. That keeps going on.
oh no.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
just
know
wanna
I'm
play a
an
little bit of
a-hole,
this.
but I know I'm a jerk, but I couldn't believe I lost that many.
Depends what you say.
I am.
But
That's
this is the new song from the guy that's going to be on tonight.
Distant shores stand upon the prow. Noble-born Kaistyr,
Dan is awesome.
steady course
I am blown away by this song.
Wow.
Just wait.
many foemen. My mother told me someday I would buy galley with good horse, sail to distant shores,
Oh,
stand upon the prow.
This is awesome.
yeah, it is.
I'm growing more hair on my chest just listening to it.
My beard just grew a beard.
Yeah, right?
Many foemen.
I just want to go out and axe a tree down or something.
gonna buy that.
Wow.
That is
Nice.
awesome.
You know, I've been on Dan Vasc on his case to do a metal remix of Ocean Man.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm
my
all over that
God.
I'm
That
still
would be
trying.
awesome.
That would be great.
Oh my
dude.
goodness, that would be awesome.
Ocean
So
Man is a
far, no
master.
committal. Yeah.
Ocean Man's a masterpiece, dude. Well done.
Oh,
I
thank
gotta
you.
say thank you for putting me in the credits. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, of course. Had to.
Oh, I
Thanks,
did give you the warning label idea.
God, that's very true. I ran with that. I went a bit too
I
far
saw.
with
Oh,
that.
I don't think it was that bad.
Well, I think it was appropriate. Let's put it that way.
Aha, we got the fellow shirts on.
Rebellion.
Yes.
Rebellion. You
Friday, I
Love
figured I ought to.
nice.
I don't want to
man.
get it dirty at work. Look, I like it.
Love it.
I'm gonna keep it nice and pristine for
Of
the
course.
streams.
That's it.
We
Very
have to wear this
snappy.
in Vegas.
I was thinking the same thing.
Not during the day because it's gonna be hot.
Just
I'll
like
be- I'll
out
be-
here.
I'll be the mad lad with a jacket on.
Gee, I hate the heat and I'm going to Vegas during the summer. I must be nuts.
Well, at least you got that option. I'm going literally nowhere.
So are you
Well,
guys still in
Father-
lockdown?
It's eased somewhat. I think they're gonna start. There's talk about lifting the social distancing rules and wearing masks indoors. So we'll see.
It's gonna. I got told it's gonna happen. The start of June to mid-June. That's when they're gonna totally drop it. So
We'll see.
I got
We'll see.
this on good word from somebody that's really trustworthy. So
All of our
Hopefully.
mandates dropped in about a week ago. Now it's fun going to the store. Someone just got back from the store and doing grocery shopping, and some people were still wearing masks, but you don't have to. So of course I didn't. And
yeah,
and it's except for New Orleans, it's the only city which is run by idiots. It's the only city in Louisiana that is still doing it. So, as far as
The
mandatory.
funny thing is, I was telling some of my parishioners, I think I might wear it during the winter because I really enjoyed not getting sick this year. And with all the people I come in on a weekend, I think, giving out communion, I'll wear the mask. But, I mean, it's not paranoia again or anything. It's just, it's nice not getting the cold, which I really hate.
Mm. Well, of course, the flu has all but disappeared miraculously. So that's good, isn't it?
It's funny how these
And
things
the-
happen.
and then it'll miraculously appear again during cold and flu season and lock everything down again. So
Or when you get a certain shot.
yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of that, I gotta say this. Give love and everything to Retro because he's hurting right now because he got his second flu shot or the shot, and he is down for the count right now. So
Oof.
Oh damn, retro.
Well, my mother had one. She had the first
Yeah.
one, and she had a reaction to it, and she had to be resuscitated.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
And
my
she's-
mom. Wow,
She's
mine
going
got
for the
it.
second one soon.
yeah.
Mine got both of them too, but they're in their 80s. But they had they had side effects as well. Many people get way worse than they did though.
Well, as far
I
as I'm
didn't-
aware,
I didn't feel a thing.
they aren't side effects. They're effects.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
That's
Retro
always-
could hardly. He's been able to hardly talk for 2 days. It swole his throat up so much where he could hardly even talk.
Man, we love you,
So-
Retro. Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah.
Well seen.
I think I got off pretty easy because I just only had arm pain. That's it.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with
I mean,
someone else. PD Rich had the shot the other day, and he said his arm was aching like hell. So,
Yeah, I've been hearing
Yeah.
that. Been hearing that about the arm.
The last time I got a flu shot, my arm ached like that, and I was sick for about 3 weeks.
Weeks? Jesus.
And 3 weeks, and I was like, nope, never doing that
Gosh.
again. Yeah. So, and I was fine before that. I never got a flu shot. They're like, oh, you really need it this year. This was like maybe 5-10 years ago. Nope. Sorry. I'd
What?
rather stay healthy. I'll go outside, walk around, get some sunlight, have some vitamin C, you know, do some healthy things, so
I,
Give the immune system some challenges to overcome and be strong.
yeah, actually do something worthwhile instead
Wait a
of,
minute, you're supposed to go outside? Oh, no one told me.
yeah.
Wait.
Not-
Don't get.
not-
Whoa. Let's get something straight. I never said go outside.
Okay.
Not knocking anybody that's had it, but that's just
No.
yeah, that's just me. So, and I've had a lot of friends and family that once they got that second shot, I had somebody that had to call off of work for 2 weeks because he got so sick from that second shot. So, and it's supposed to keep you from getting sick, and it gets you sick anyway. So,
do you know which brand it was?
I've heard, I've had friends that told me the Johnson & Johnson one and the AstraZeneca one. So both.
No, see, the Dr. McCoy one is great. That's the one.
Yeah.
I'll settle for Dr. Flox, or at least,
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a doctor. Wait.
Yeah.
So I just got done listening to William Shatner's book on Leonard, read by Shatner.
Oh,
it was
really?
pretty good. It was
Wow.
really good. Audible had one of their sales recently, so it was like a $6 book. I figured, what the heck?
Love audiobooks. There's so many good ones. That's a great. Good one, huh?
I think I picked up the Lord of the Rings finally, so I've been going through those. I'm in the middle of the Two Towers.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I've just been going through all the Blake 7 Big Finish audio.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm now on the last set, Restoration. So I've rifled through it like nobody's business. Most of it's been very good. So.
Nice.
I was telling the rabbi this morning, I finally listened to The Natural History of Fear by Big Finish. I'm confused as heck.
I don't know that one.
But then I found out it's part of a story arc, so probably that's part of the reason, I guess.
Is that a
Yeah,
Doctor
it
Who
can be
one?
confusing.
It is.
From which Doctor?
8th.
Yeah, the 8th Doctor series is quite complicated because I think it's because it's also the longest running. So yeah, I've run into problems with that because I'm sort of one minute it's got one companion, next minute it's got a different one. I'm like, what happened? Apparently, you have to listen to them in order. So okay, but yeah, messed that up royally.
You know what? I really liked I really liked the one audio adventure, Doctor Who and the Pirates. It was a Colin Baker audio adventure.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Where you get Colin Baker doing the Gallifreyan version of the modern Major General, the battle mad. Wow, I gotta look this up.
I find the Colin Baker's run as on Big Finish is quite often better than his run on TV. Although I wouldn't say that about his more recent stuff because it's really woke as hell, sadly, and he's really on board with that.
Yeah, it's a shame. He is.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, his earlier stuff though was great, and that companion he had, the older woman, what was her name?
Yeah, well, I was about to ask you that. There was an older lady companion.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah, she was really good.
I like Frobisher.
Yeah, Frobisher. What was that one?
It was a penguin.
Well, he looked like the penguin. He was actually a whiffadil. He was a shape changer thing. He just stayed with that.
Yeah, really good. Love Frobisher. I think we are due really to have Frobisher on TV at some point.
Remember in Torchwood Children of the Earth, the Capaldi character, they named him Frobisher?
Yes, that's true.
Did they now?
Yeah. But I think the latest rumors which have been released by my brain's gone. Eddie of Scaro, saying that the latest rumors are that season 13 will probably be the last.
I heard that.
And that it's going to be 4 episodes plus 2 specials, I think. And the 2 specials will be 2021, 2022. and that there is going to be like 100th anniversary of the BBC for the anniversary on 2023, and apparently there's going to be one-off special with a legacy Doctor, which is not going to be in the continued narrative of the current series, and it will end on the 13th series with a regeneration, but no disclosure of who the next one will be. That's the latest anyway.
Yeah.
So take it with a pinch of salt. But that's the current.
I will say, at least when they did McCoy's regeneration, it was done pretty good.
What, when he got shot by a hail of bullets?
I
actually hated that, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying, at least he got a regeneration.
Well, that's true.
He walked out into a hail of bullets. I'm like, why?
I know. And then Colin Baker obviously said, get effed.
He spent 5 minutes in America and got shot.
That's right. Yeah.
Actually, McCoy regenerated twice. Remember, he regenerated into his own doctor because that was him wearing a wig in the beginning of time in the Ronnie.
Well, I think since it's American, we don't use the slang very often. I think the term would be sawed off.
Yeah, no, I do believe it was more stern than that. Yeah. In no uncertain terms. Put it that way.
Well, I was telling Rabbi, I just finished the Tom Baker series, and I don't remember which one, but there was one where he's fighting a shrimp creature, and the note said that Baker said, "I can't believe I'm beating effing prawn," something to that effect.
Yeah, not a highlight. Put it that way. But then he did also tackle the Vervoids, which looked like a vegan phallic.
That would have been Colin.
Yeah, Colin. Yeah,
the Vervoids. They were weird looking, weren't they? Interesting, actually, in a way.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Honor Blackman was on that episode.
Ian, good to see you.
I spoke to her on the phone once. I used to work for a taxi company.
Hello.
And she hi Ian.
Oh yeah.
And she was one of the customers that most people were afraid to deal with, but she loved me. Because I bought my extra posh toys. She liked that.
Wow. The first lady Avenger.
Hello.
The first lady TV Avenger. Kathy Gale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy Gale's brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course, Pussy
Galore.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Sorry I'm late.
Good. Oh, don't worry.
Welcome, sir. Good to see you.
I'm here now.
No, I bought the box set of the Avengers, the Emma Peel set, a few years ago.
Me too. Yeah, because I love Kathy, and I love Tara, but Emma, good God,
Emma Peel.
And this will probably be a controversial opinion, but I love On Her Majesty's Secret Service the best.
Oh, right.
I don't know if it's controversial, probably unusual, because I know it's not one of my favorites, but it is good, and it's just Lazenby's kind of clunky, but in the role for me.
I think he could have been good.
Yeah. The question I want to ask you guys is that, in the beginning of the Avengers, the Emma Peel version, right? What do you think that champagne bottle popping like that meant?
I wonder.
Here's a better one. Has anybody seen North by Northwest?
Oh, yeah.
That train going into the tunnel at the
end of the movie? Well, we knew. Hitchcock was...
You dirty-minded people. Honestly.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
See what it is? It's merely a train going through a tunnel.
Have you no decency, sir?
Then the train went into the tunnel.
I am a gust.
Oh,
they actually did that in Austin Powers too.
They did,
yeah. They took a ton of that stuff in Austin Power movies, and they ran with it. It was hilarious.
So what's this? Welcome to the what is that on your shirt, Father?
The Rebellion.
What's that all about? I've seen that around.
Drunk Three Peels T-shirt that he made, basically supporting Gina.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get it from?
I think I got mine on TeePublic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's TeePublic.
I'll have to take a look. I'll have to get one, I guess. Join in, I guess.
Got somebody else. I'm trying to. There we go. Ah, Derek's here. Good to see you.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, hello,
Hey,
Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Oh, that's
See,
a
I-
Hi, guys. Sorry
doing,
I'm
man?
late,
Video.
Mr. President.
Oh, no problem. Okay, so I know I shared this on one of Gary's stream. They did a mashup of North by Northwest meets Star Wars.
Okay.
I've
don't
seen
think
this.
this-
Yeah,
Oh, this isn't the one. Hold on. Let me.
that's the one where they rub out the Don't they rub out? There's one where they rub out the plane, which looks really weird.
You know, I think
Okay,
I think
here
they
it
did
is.
that same bit in Family Guy, where, or no, maybe it was The Simpsons, where like it was either Homer or Peter were trying to run away from a doctor trying to give them shots. Just kind of comes to mind.
Oh, I don't know that.
Here,
I've seen this.
Wait.
I get the message.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the mother part. Oh, there it is.
I'm all right. Good night. That was Mother.
Whoever
Roger.
did,
Roger.
whoever did that had too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Much needed. Much needed.
Interesting, though. It's amazing what they can do these days, isn't it? On visual effects wise. I mean, the old day, you know, if you went back 20 years, they'd never be able to do that, especially with the effects they had in those days. But now, you know, someone with their computer can do it. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Well, I can. If I can do it, anyone can.
Saying a lot, mate.
Well, you know, don't like blame, man.
So I put something up on Twitter with Miss Marvel, and I used the word sexy.
I saw this.
Yeah, I got a few. I mean, I got a few people. I had to block them saying that you're looking at was it? First of all, it was a 15-year-old girl, and you're using the word sexy, so I blocked them. But she's not 15, and in the comics, she's not 15. She's 19. And
well, the same thing happened with Rabbi when he made some crass joke about Victoria the companion, and because it's in some extended media in Doctor Who, she's aged 15 or something, 14 or whatever it is. They accused him of, you know, that kind of shit, and it was just like, you're just, you know, making any stuff up just in order to try and silence someone and shame them into silence. I mean, it's so obvious, but they're still doing it to this day.
My point is, right, if girls can allowed to fancy Peter Parker, who's 15, would you believe, and fancy the actors that play Peter Parker, and there have been several, why aren't men allowed to fancy 19-year-old girls? And you know, because it's supposed to go both ways. Why?
I hate to say
hypocrisy.
This whole paedophile thing, it's just a label. It's a label they throw out to anyone they don't like, to any single man or anyone that offends them. You're a paedophile, because they know it's the worst of the worst. It's a terrible accusation. It sticks, and they just throw it out without any evidence. Bang, bang, bang. Typical tactic.
Father, what was that? You were putting that Valiant, that Faith comic.
Oh yeah,
up there.
that's Faith. That's a comic.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I'm now thinking of the IT crowd where the guy's name is Peter File. They're doing it over the airline speaker. Peter File, will you?
The thing about this, because Valiant used to be good in the '90s. And the character of Faith, Faith was actually a good character back then. She wasn't like that at all. She wasn't used as a body positive crap or whatever. She was a young, girl who was big, not quite like that. But she was actually a very good character.
Ugly.
In Harbinger, she was really good. And this is, of course, garbage.
Did anybody see the trailer for the Marvel trailer with all those clips in it? That Stan Lee was. Did anybody see it?
Yeah. I saw it on the BBC.
You saw it on the BBC? Oh, the real BBC.
Where they were
real
trying to
BBC,
get
real
you
BBC,
into
yeah.
the thing. Yeah, they were trying to do the member berries and get you into, hey, we're for families. We're for love. We're for all this. No, you guys aren't. You don't give a crap. You just want money. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, they're not very good at making it because they're not selling anything. But hey.
Yeah.
If they want
I
money,
didn't
they're going about it a dumb way, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing about Miss Marvel 2, it's not going to be Miss Marvel 2, is it? It's going to be
Marvel.
Marvels.
Yeah, the Marvels. Oh god, that makes me sick. It's funny
They-
though.
Not to
They
worry.
create their own
She's the Marvel
character.
Brie Larson got any work. Yeah, that's a Marvel, all right.
You know, not to worry. She's so popular that she
Of
can
course.
lead her own movies, but we're just not gonna call it.
How's the
The Captain
YouTube
Marvel
channel going?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Yeah.
she's still got a lot of people subscribed to it, hasn't she?
Hey,
I
did
haven't
you
checked.
see that new
How
video
many
by
of
Brie
them are like-
Larson the other day?
I want to see
No.
her do yoga.
Me either.
What is she doing on it?
She's turned into a cam girl, sort of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She doesn't really know what to
Clearly
do.
just
does
an it girl, isn't she? That's. I mean, she talks like an it girl. She looks like an it girl. Now she's a woke it
I
girl.
haven't
mean,
watched it for months. Whenever I watched it, it was literally embarrassing to watch.
I've never
really
watched a
was.
single video. I just refuse to give her a click.
Yeah.
And
I
they,
won't
they had
look
tons
at
of
it.
bought in, you know, followers from South America.
Oh yeah, tokenizing
unbelievable.
people. Yeah, that's the name of the game.
You know, if she went on Twitch and does a hot tub stream, you know.
I would vomit in my own socks. frankly.
She just, you know, she's gonna be out of work after this movie because they're gonna kick her out. She's gonna be gone. She should just retire to Twitch and do hot tub streams. She's already halfway down the path already. She's done all these aerobic, you know, with fingers quotation aerobic streams on
Right.
YouTube, but you could see tons of things.
They're like educational.
Very aerobic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're so pragmatic. Oh my god. Oh boy.
I saw
What's
this
that all
earlier.
about?
I saw this
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
It is-
how do native? Oh, I'm not even say. I'm going to say
Native
the
Americans.
indigenous population. You know, I mean, wearing the colours of what they would surely class as their colonizers. I mean, how is this
Yeah.
woke in any way? It's just like big own goal.
I just can't
You got
imagine
me.
fighting crime in that.
I mean,
Yeah.
imagine those tassels getting caught in something as you're swinging around. I mean, I mean, you're going to bash yourself in the face more
Look at those
times.
shoes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I already talked to Iron about this. Iron, you have a comment about this, right?
Oh, I mean, it. All right, so I should point out, I am a tribal Indian. I'm a member of a tribe. I have my race card.
Yeah.
Do you
So
get
we
to
were
see the
talking
money?
about this already. Yeah.
It does. There are some elements of it that do beckon to, you know, tribal clothing, tribal dress, etc. That there is an attempt to bring that into it, which I mean that's pretty obvious to it. But oh my gosh, is it ugly?
Gaudy as hell.
Also worth pointing out. I don't think anyone's pointed this out yet. This is the first manly character Marvel's made in like a decade. Look at the face.
It actually does look sort of like a guy with big shoulders and stuff. How'd that happen?
I could see him punching somebody in the face now, to be honest.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess
You know, he
with
has,
him.
you know, as you say, the broad shoulders and the mean grin, like,
They've
bang.
made him look like a member of the village people. You know that.
He could give Abby a run for his money.
Is this what? Hey, is this Wyatt Wingfoot? Do we know? Because he's one of the few manly characters left.
Can you kick ass in moccasins? I want to know.
You probably could if you knew karate or kung fu.
I suppose, yeah.
And talking
martial
about
arts.
that, has anybody seen the Shang-Chi trailer?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that one.
But the thing is, the casting is so wrong. That guy does not look like a hero. He just looks like someone comes from a sitcom or something.
Shang-Chi is supposed to be Bruce Lee.
Supposed to be Bruce
That
Lee.
guy ain't no
Real
Bruce
quick,
Lee.
could
Yeah.
you highlight Rob Martin's comment at 426 there? The one on the other. Yeah, the other part was those comments. The comments that they were using from Stan were against Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they
it's
were
like a
manipulating him
triple.
into speaking against Comicsgate.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was talking
Yeah.
against anybody. But you're right; it was used against Tom.
Didn't they lock him up in a basement or something like that and treat him really badly, like his daughter or something?
His daughter did, and I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could make him say anything.
Not
But,
just,
you know, it's revolting what they did to him.
They used him bad toward the end there.
Yeah, and
Poor thing.
I'm not looking forward to anything Marvel's offering.
no, especially Loki that's coming out, man. And
You mean
oh,
Loki?
dude, Loki's gonna go ballistic on that when that comes out. Oh, I can't wait for that. Loki is just gonna go off on that.
You mean our Loki,
Every
not, you
single
mean our
episode.
Loki, not the Loki from
I'm
the
just
show.
Yeah,
gonna
our
jump
Loki,
in
not
here and
not the
say-
other Loki. Our Loki. Yeah.
I'm
Stone
just going to
Loki.
jump in and say, I work in a Chinese restaurant as a chef, and my boss doesn't even come up to my shoulder, and he looks more manly than Shang-Chi.
As I'm saying, that guy they cast, he doesn't look like your typical hero. He looks like someone that comes from a sitcom or something. He just doesn't look right.
At least
What is wrong
Bruce
with people?
Lee was a good-looking man. You know, he
Yeah.
had the leading man face. You know, he had that. He had the
Yeah.
charisma. He had the moves. Everything is a pale imitation since, really. I think.
But heroes, Marvel heroes is all about being manly, strong, and good looking. That's what the heroes were about before all this crap started. I mean,
but
they
now
didn't
it's like
cast.
every average Joe needs to be represented on screen.
Well,
apparently.
this is the thing. You see, average Joes, they strive to be better, don't they? They strive to there's dreams. People dream about being good looking or muscular or
Yeah, it should be
able to kick ass.
aspirational. You know?
Yeah. So I don't understand why they. Well,
Well,
anybody
we
see
do.
the Oscars? I saw
No.
bits of it. And I was like,
No.
Nobody saw them, actually. Nobody.
Go away now! Go away now!
Yeah,
An
right.
Odin stream.
Why though? I don't understand. And who was the host? That black woman who I've seen in a couple of TV shows. But why did they get her to host? Oh, well, I'm stupid, me, of course. But it's just
Probably
it's
'cause she's
ridiculous.
got some
I think you answered your own
compromising,
question.
I know. Just realised when I was
Quite
saying it.
frankly, as soon as I heard that woman say about putting on her marching boots, if I'd have been drinking and watching that, I'd have put a beer can through the television screen.
Now, I gotta say, I just showed Rick and Morty to a priest friend for the first time, and he almost spit out his drink at a few parts.
Audrey, did you ever show the priest head, Fowler Ted?
Oh,
Not that one, but I actually showed clips to another priest friend. He ended up buying the box set. And actually, I
Are
probably
you a racist? No, Fowler Ted.
I
Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, it was
let me bring
funny.
up the.
How
let
did you
me
get
bring
into
up-
the racism?
I heard you were a racist.
Should we all be racist now, Fowler?
I love
bring this
Father
up.
Ted. Father Ted. Is
I
awesome.
did show the clip that I'm going to bring up. I showed to. I got ad coming. Okay, here we go.
And the time he kicks Bishop Brennan up the arse.
Okay, here we go. So I did show this to. Oh darn! I gotta click on the audio. Hold on. I did share this with some of our religious sisters who wear habits, and they actually wear the habits just like this.
Nuns! Nuns! Reverse! Reverse!
Oh, brilliant.
Because there's a religious order in my diocese that wear the gray habit with the white shirt and veil, and it looks just like them. Now I didn't show the older nuns that. I showed some of the younger ones with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
The thing about Fowler Ted was 50-60% away from what the actual Roman Catholic Church is, but it was close enough to be funny and be very, very funny and universally funny. But
I
we
don't
don't have
understand.
that anymore.
The priests in my they hated Father Ted. They didn't like it at all.
Trust me, I can understand it. I can understand the reason. Big part of it is up here's my diplomas
Yeah.
that I got. You have to pass a thing when you're in the seminary called the comps, which is basically to get a Master of Divinity. There's no way Father Dougal would have made it. No way. No way. Especially in that first episode where he's talking about life, death, and the resurrection.
Maybe the one who passed him was pissed as a fart.
Padre,
who's the priest that kept,
Padre,
kept
how long does it take
accidents
you?
every time his phone rang? There's a running gag in Father Ted.
Yeah, I do
where
remember. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of him.
That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Derek, what were you asking?
I was going to say, Padre, how long does it actually take you to qualify as a priest?
Well, I mean, ideally, if you go into it out of high school, it would be 4 years of college and then 4 years of theology. My case, since I already had a college degree,
7-8 year course.
That's like becoming a medical professor.
Same as a doctor.
Well, so I had a college degree, so I had to do 2 years of pre-theology, which is philosophy and languages, and then I did the 4 years of theology. So I was on the 6-year plan.
Fast tracked.
That's still a significant
There you go.
investment.
God moves in mysterious ways.
But I did get 2 masters out of it, so.
No, we done all right. I left
usually
school at
referred
18,
to
went
as
into
the
the military,
master.
did 2 years in the combat zone and got fuck all out of it.
So which master
And then I
are
was
you
that
then?
stupid whenever I was about 24. I went back for more
I am
in
usually
the reserve.
referred to as the
Did another
master.
12 years.
Not
Is it the
not
classic
the
master?
not the master.
Delgado.
No, not the master.
You will obey me.
I do have a master of divinity and a master of arts.
All right. Okay.
Neil. Wait, wrong
I
franchise.
only
I
had to
will
write a
have mastered
60-page
divinity.
paper.
That sounds utterly divine. That sounds-
Master degree. Which one?
Yeah.
Classic or the new?
Yeah.
Classic.
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 So-
I've got to admit, he was the best, wasn't he? The classic.
Delgado.
Delgado is
Delgado.
the best master.
Delgado is the master.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
the master, and you will obey
Just
me.
like
Now, does
Tom
he-
Baker is the doctor.
Yes.
You know, and that's the thing I told Gary. So I just was saying that I finished rewatching Tom Baker's era, and
All right.
you know, it was always a hard decision: who is better, Tennant or Baker? And I'm all for Baker. It's all Baker.
I love
Baker.
Tennant.
No,
but
Baker was the
Tom
best.
Baker's the
There's
best.
no argument.
Yeah.
I think
No
the
argument.
problem is that the doctors that came after Baker, they all didn't stay very long. Baker stayed for 7 years, I believe.
Yeah.
And you got to know him very well because he was there for 7 years, you know. But the other doctors, they were there, but they weren't. And David Tennant, he was okay, but no way was he as good as Baker because you got to love Baker,
yeah, but
didn't you?
you know, it's what got. I mean, I already said I kind of had a mental breakdown the night that the new Who premiered over here because in the seminary there was only two TVs, and the Peruvian seminarian was watching something right before Doctor Who came on. It's like I've been waiting 15 years for this. 8 years. It's like I've been waiting for this, and I want to watch it. But
I remember dragging my twin daughters out there about 4 years of age and had them by Eiler arm. You have to watch this television program now. Sit down and watch it.
So I got to play this clip.
And then,
I love it.
and it worked out okay because they got addicted. They watched Torchwood and they watched the Sarah Jane Chronicles. They watched everything.
Wow.
So this, I saw this on the first time of rewatching it.
I love Robot.
I love this one.
Oh yeah.
This is his first, wasn't it?
Aye, Robot with the Action Man tank.
Okay, we gotta. Here.
Impregnable.
Here we go.
Never cared much for the word impregnable. Sounds a bit too much like unsinkable.
What's wrong with unsinkable?
Nothing. As the iceberg said to the Titanic.
But that's the humor. Tennant never had that type of humor.
Tennant just shouted and gurned a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
I
did
did
good
like
when he
it.
got
I
serious.
thought he was.
He irritated me. He did irritate me. I found he looked more like a used car salesman, and he talked like one.
I did like Tennant, right?
My
And
friend
he-
Paul, whenever he
He
was
was
in
okay.
university in London.
yeah,
Sorry.
he was okay.
My friend Paul,
I
when he
liked
was in
Tennant.
university in
I
London
agree.
in the late 80s, or late 70s, early 80s, drank in the same pub as Tom Baker.
Yeah.
Tom used to come in, but he had his pockets full of
he's a lot,
signed
so-
photos. So if anybody came in, he just handed them out.
But Tom Baker drank in loads of pubs, though. all across London.
Oh, I know he was.
I worked in
He's
the
an alcohol enthusiast.
I worked in the West End. It was my first job, my first proper job. So I was working in the theatre front of house, and I was posted. You know, it's in the 90s, so it was during the troubles in Northern Ireland. So we had, bomb scares and things. So I was posted on my own on my I think it was my first day as well, and we weren't allowed to let anyone in, and the bar was shut. Right, so I was on my own. In wanders Tom Baker with his wife, pissed as a fart. And he's like, "Where's the bar?" I'm like, "It's closed." "What do you mean it's closed?" I said, "There's no staff here." He's like, "Get me the manager." So I'm like,
dear.
crikey. So off I go, run off to get the manager.
Is that with Davidson's daughter?
No, he's talking about Tom Baker.
Tom Baker.
Oh, Tom Baker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I come back with the manager, and he goes, "You're the manager." She's like, "Yes, how can I help you?" He said, "This streak of piss won't let me go to the bar."
Oh,
And
dear.
I was absolutely shocked. He opened the bar, took him downstairs, and that was it. But when they say don't meet your heroes, my God, I was mortified. It's like I was, but he had a point. I should have shown a bit of initiative.
I was in a bar once, and I went up to the counter to order a beer, and on my right was Tom Baker, and on my left was David Soul.
Wow.
There you go. So
Wow.
Did you say David Soul?
David Soul, yeah.
Hutch?
David Soul. Yeah, he lives in England now. Wow.
Wow.
I think he still does. Yeah. So, yeah, a lot older, both of them. But there you go. Yeah, but that was like over 20 years ago. Yeah.
Well, I did see Tom Baker at the Robots of Death at the BFI in London. So he was on the panel for that. So I got tickets for that. And I got the last question in, and I was very tempted to ask him, "Do you still think I'm a streak of piss?" I thought he's blessing his heart.
Ian, at the same time, you met someone from original Doctor Who and who's been on an episode of original Star Trek. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, David Soul, he used to drink in that pub all the time. Used to be, I can't remember what it was called now, but we used to go in that pub because it never had TVs and it was quite quiet. Me and my friends, and then David Soul strolled in, and then, as I said, Tom Baker strolled in with someone else, and they weren't sitting together because I didn't think they knew each other. But ever since then, every time I went in that pub, it was always packed. So there you go.
I will say this.
Nice.
I think Capaldi is the closest you're ever going to get to Tom Baker.
No way.
Yeah.
No
I think he's the most classic out of all the new Doctors.
Yeah.
Definitely. I obviously I've got more of a Pertwee sort of vibe from him.
I like Pertwee. Yeah, so did I.
At first, but then
The problem,
sort of messed with his character too much. He became sort of like a midlife crisis Doctor or something.
Yeah, I hate the way it was written.
Think part of the. I was just gonna say, I think part of the problem was he was given crappy stories.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. Not as bad as the ones currently.
The
but-
moon
Peter
becoming an
Capaldi.
egg or something.
Yeah. And he was written like he was,
problem with Peter Capaldi was
falling around.
it was quite possibly.
Well, Capaldi
Peter Capaldi was
wanted to
quite
be
possibly the best actor to play the role in years.
he
served
wanted to be the
the
Doctor
absolute
ever since he was a kid.
shittiest
Yeah.
scripts to work with.
Yeah.
Although not as bad as the last couple of years.
Am I the
That's
only
not
one?
Doctor Who, though.
Am I the
I
only one?
don't count the last couple of years, Lee. The last couple of
No,
years
me
aren't
neither.
Doctor Who. They're just
Am I the only one that
go
thinks
away now, go away now, Jody.
Oh, hello, he's been drinking. Am I the only one that
Of
thinks?
course, I've been drinking. It's Friday.
And he's Irish.
Am I the only one that thinks Peter Capaldi runs funny? Am I the
I
only
don't
one
know.
that thinks that?
Not as bad as.
Have you ever seen him run?
She runs like a duck.
Well, I watched it, but I never seen him running, thinking that's a little weird.
With the with the Bill Potts version, there's loads of him running. He just runs really weird for some reason. I don't know why.
It's not
Take a look
very-
again, guys.
Oh, man.
Let me know. Let me know.
Well, the clip I was going to bring up, I don't know if you saw it, but when Tom Baker was in Blackadder.
Yeah.
Classic.
Let's see. I mean,
Honey, I don't know how you do it, but you're right again.
Why did I let a stupid cocker like you aboard me boat?
Perhaps for the money in my purse.
You have a woman's purse.
that's another one I have on box set.
Great show.
Blackadder is one of the things, everyone in this country grew up watching, and it still ranks as one of the best, if not the top comedy in the UK. It's always voted, the top.
Even my father watched Blackadder.
Well, so
I think my favorite character.
Oh no, go ahead.
I think my favorite character on there, just because of his personality, Brian Blessed, when he was in the first series.
Brian Blessed, yeah. I met him. I was on a commercial with him, and
Really?
it was
Gordon
brilliant.
lives.
It was a Carlsberg advert, I think it was a beer advert, and
Probably.
we spent the whole afternoon with Brian Blessed. There's a whole group of us, and he was regaling us between takes with all these stories and anecdotes that he had. It was such a laugh. We just laughed the whole afternoon. He was so brilliant.
Gordon's alive.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to find the video of him.
He's exactly like you see on TV. Like, no difference whatsoever.
Did he ever play a character that wasn't yelling? I'm just curious because he's a great actor. I love him. Did he ever? Can you imagine him in a more of a sublime?
There was a sci-fi,
like a calm kind of guy and stuff.
Sci-fi film or I think it was a film, not a TV show. There was a science fiction, like a family in space or something. Very early on,
he played a villain in the Sweeney. Would you believe the '60s? The Sweeney, the '70s Sweeney TV show. He was a villain in one of them. Yeah. So, and he was very calm in that. So
I like to imagine that that's him speaking normal, and every time he's quiet, it's just he's whispering.
But
he's
even when he's
developed that
whispering, he's
character.
shouting.
He's developed that.
I'm
character throughout the years.
whispering.
You know what I mean? So he was.
Who
He
wants
was
to live forever?
Oh, there it is. I got.
like that.
Here's the clip I wanted to
Here
show.
we
I
go.
gotta hold on. I would love to do this at a pulpit. Let me bring it up. It's
The mind boggles.
okay. Here we go.
I love that show.
I want to do that.
With a big sword. Do you know Derek? Derek looks like you're an angel because you've got like a
Did we
halo
lose somebody?
over your head. Derek.
Might be.
That would be the light bulb in my ceiling. And I'm definitely not an angel. No, trust me on that.
Unless you like the ones on Supernatural, because the ones on there aren't very nice. So.
No, I'm no angel. I've done many crimes in my past.
Oh dear.
Okay, here he is. He's back. But there
back.
was another one I wanted to show that I just discovered. Let me see. Here we go. Hold on.
Do you know what we should actually talk about some stage? Ashes to Ashes and
I haven't seen all of Ashes to Ashes because we don't get that over here.
Hey, Father, have you ever
Life
seen
in
Black
Mars.
Book?
What about
Have
Life
you ever
in Mars?
seen-
Have you seen that, Padre?
Life on
Okay,
Mars
which one
is
is
good.
which?
Life on Mars.
Life in
I
Mars.
have
The
Life
first
on
one.
Mars. Love Life on Mars.
Yeah, it's a good
Jeb,
show.
are you asking Black Books or no?
Yeah, Black Books. Have you ever watched
Love
that?
Black Books. Love Black
Oh yeah,
Books.
I
Yeah, it
love
was-
Black Books. Yeah.
The one
Good
that
show.
I just discovered for the first time and loved it was the British Empire.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find. Okay, here we go. For those that don't know what it is, here we go.
Rimmer!
Hey, Colin, take it down at once. Right, Mr. Biggers. Where does this thing go, anyway?
Yeah.
What's happened to the lights? I think it might have something to do with the fact that my husband's just electrocuted everyone in the pool. God! Yeah, it reminds me of the way my uncle used to catch salmon. What? Seeing the bodies floating around on the surface like that. he dead? The fish weren't. Not usually, just stunned. Then my uncle used to haul them out with a net and knock them on the head. Maybe that's what Gordon's going to do. You never know. How did it happen? I think he dropped an electric fire into the pool. Why? I don't know, Julie. I don't ask about these things anymore.
Isn't she the girl that has her child in a cupboard? She's the girl that has the child. She's the girl that has her child in a cupboard.
No. That's the receptionist.
Oh, the receptionist, of course.
Yeah. The wife of Britta, she also plays a character called Joanna Claw in the excellent comedy that everyone must watch, Green Wing. So good.
Yes. I've watched a few of those so far.
Really good.
Thin Blue Line, anybody? I kind of liked the Thin Blue Line. You ever see
Thin
that
Blue
one?
Line, yeah.
It's on my watch list.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I have a funny whole story.
That was great seeing Chris Berry there, though. He's absolutely brilliant. Red Dwarf is wonderful.
And he used to do the voices of some of the spitting image puppets as well.
He did, yeah.
He's a genius. And Red Dwarf, they keep bringing it, when they bring it back, it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is. The last one was really good.
That was that special they did. What was it called?
The effects has gotten better.
Promised Land.
At least the effects has gotten better. Because remember the BBC one, they tried their best, but some of the effects were really awful. But they obviously chucked some money to it.
It's probably not as good as the like with that really unbelievable stretch between the third, fourth, fifth, sixth season up in there, but it's still good.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the problem is if you focus solely on making it look good rather than focusing on the scripts, because the early series of Red Dwarf, series 1 to 5 or 6, was really good, consistent, and it got funnier and funnier. Then, when Grant Naylor left, Rob Grant left. It didn't have the same amount of humor, and they took away the audience laughter, which I think.
They brought it back though.
Yeah,
my
did.
favorite episode is the Inquisitor. One of my favorite.
That's
episodes.
Great. That one and back to reality.
Quarantine is one of my favorites.
Quarantine's great.
Quarantine's awesome.
I just bought a Mr. Flibber T-shirt.
Flibber is
the very end, the backwards,
very crossed.
Oh, backwards is good as well, Derek.
He's like Dwayne Dibley.
The very end, whenever
Dibley.
the cat gets
if you got the DVD, they actually have on the DVD. They play the backwards episodes forward, so you can hear what that guy's saying.
Yeah.
So it's really funny what he says. So
that was the first one that really grabbed me. Of course, there were some good ones in the first two seasons too. It took a while, but they were still really good. Better Than Life is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a great show. I mean, I think it really got its stride on end of season 2, beginning of season 3, in my opinion. Season 1 was okay; it wasn't that good, but season 2 and 3.
Yeah. Well, Paranoia is a great one, though.
I did a stream with PJ Maybe. Go and check out his channel. We did a sort of review of Series 1, and he's going to be doing a regular thing. And I said, I might come back for when we do Series 5. So yeah, go and check that out.
It's a very unique show.
Love the captain on season 8 and how everything went wrong for him. I mean, the basketball game between the prisoners.
Captain Hollister.
I didn't like that season.
Dave.
You didn't?
No.
I mean, it was okay, but there
wasn't
was
the best.
parts in it that were.
Well, I can't
just
see.
really, just love the interaction with the captain and everything.
I did like that. Yeah, it was a weird season. They kind of just ignored it later. Remember, they kind of just dumped it.
They were trying to save money by actually setting it in one place. So they were trying to save money, and it just didn't work for me. I preferred them in a Starbug going around and visiting other planets and stuff like that. But being set in one place and resurrecting the Red Dwarf with the original crew didn't work for me at all.
Yeah, that was weird stuff. At its worst, it's still a great show, though. And the thing is, you mentioned it being unique, Ian. That is true. There's almost nothing ever like it. And someone could try to say Douglas Adams' Hitchhikers isn't, but even that really isn't. This is a show that has frequently they combine great British humor and wit sometimes with hardcore science fiction, fantasy concepts. And in the same episode, they'll deal with a pretty hardcore, hard science fiction story.
The key
with that humor and characterization is just so brilliant.
The key to successful British comedy, and it's a formula that works endlessly and always works, and that is the class system. It's the linchpin of British humour because it does exemplify and shows the absurdity of it all, and it really. And when you put it in a science fiction setting as well, I mean, and with using sort of current day physics and stuff like that, you can create all kinds of absurd situations.
I think the key to British comedy is all the characters are mostly losers. If you look at every if you look at every sitcom or everything that the BBC's done or ITV's done, most of the characters are complete and utter losers.
Yeah, and
totally.
I did say that on the stream with PJ. Maybe I said that it's still about the class system, but they're all bastards or assholes or losers. You're right, and it is. If you look at the Red Dwarf that they attempted to do in America, they forgot that. They kind of make them. You can't have them too much of a loser. They've got to, at least look good or be happy about something about themselves.
It's a different culture. It's a different culture.
Yeah, but it doesn't translate if you use that formula.
Let me know.
I challenge anyone not to laugh at the Red Dwarf episode that opens with, smoke me a kipper, I'll be back to breakfast.
That's
really all the James Bond troops with the crocodile and everything.
Okay.
I love it.
Really funny.
Is the sound working?
If you can't laugh at that, there's something wrong with you.
Picture's not working, pal.
Okay.
Oh, we've seen this. It's funny.
Let me see. The picture's not working?
No.
I can see it. I can't hear it.
Okay, let me I don't know how hold on.
Divine intervention.
Oh,
I would say in Black Book.
Bob, folks, Bob! The Padre's in trouble.
Here we go. This is the way to do it. Okay. There we go. Share audio.
No. Please don't think.
See, I do. I made a fortune.
That would never be allowed today.
But I had never heard of that show until it came on BritBox. I mean, that just came on BritBox over here, and I binged it pretty much in like 2 days.
That's funny. We don't have that on UK BritBox. That's so annoying. Like you've got, Are You Being Served on American BritBox, but we don't have that.
You have Blake 7. You have Blake 7, and we don't.
Right.
There's only a few episodes of Are You Being Served. It's not the whole thing.
I think the reason why problem being is because of the fact that I think one of the channels over here on Sky has the rights to it now for England.
I've got Sky.
Yeah. It plays on one of those channels. For England, and I think they don't have it for here.
Okay, so this is on American BritBox.
Okay.
We had Are You Being Served? And because remember, Lee, you asked me about it, and I checked. I had all the seasons.
No, we don't have that. So I'll have to check Sky. Get your physical media.
Oh,
if I could afford it, I would.
Privot's on there.
They need to put Blake 7 on there, even though I have him. It just needs to be on there.
This was horrible. The 2016 remake.
Trace me a line through the pattern of infinity.
It's a waste of time.
They did a remake in 2016.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Waste of time.
Are You Being Served Again?
Are You Being Served Again? Why do they got Are You Being Served Again on?
I don't know. That was the sequel show.
That was when they were. That was at the hotel.
Yeah.
The bed and breakfast.
Did you guys know that when Are You Being Served and other shows on the BBC One had stop its run, Australia took all the actors and made their own versions?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Well, they took John Inman. But that was it. Yeah, it was John Inman. They didn't have Molly Sugden or that lot.
Yeah,
Australia. But I saw one of them. It wasn't very good.
What is
and also the two Ronnies had their own show in Australia.
I want to see that. I saw a clip of that recently, and I want to see it. It's not over here.
I remember watching all them shows whenever I was a kid growing up in the 70s, and you were literally sitting with because you'd one television that was 24 inches,
Yeah.
You stand in the sitting room with your mum and dad, and you watch these things, and everybody laughs. And then, if you were being a bit naughty, your father switched the aerial over to RTE, and you seen Dave Allen making a few,
Dave Allen's funny.
Yeah, I love Dave Allen.
I gotta say,
I know you
your
like
God be with you.
Father Brown.
Father Brown, the Father G.K. Chesterton.
Oh yeah,
Father Brown Mysteries. Love that one. And Rory Williams' dad is in it.
You mean the guy that plays his dad in the in that episode?
The guy that plays Rory Williams' dad is the priest in Father Brown.
Yes, he is.
I have to say, I'm looking at your BritBox, and it's so different to what we have.
The setup,
and not only the setup, but the actual content. It's I don't recognise hardly any of this content.
What about Father Downing's Mysteries?
That's American.
Did you ever watch that? I know it's American.
I did.
Did you?
Let's add that to the list.
Well, I thought they had all the Are You Being Served on there. I only saw Are You Being Served Again.
No, it was on there.
That's all. Yeah.
K&N
watch
fucking
Next to the
company.
Summer Wines. That's so dull.
I would say that's the size of about 12.
I thought I
What's
had that
that
on my list.
What's that show you passed on there, Father, called Canned Laughter with Rowan Atkinson? What's that one?
I think that was before Bean.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Not 9 o'clock news. Have they got that on there?
That's quite funny.
We'll see.
I used to love that.
They got
I still have a record, and not the 9 o'clock news on vinyl somewhere.
It looks like just simple skits. Oh wait, touching and amusing comedy about a simple dinner date that takes a turn into the absurd. Gotta add that. I thought I had that on my list too.
What about the Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin?
Oh my
God!
God!
That?
That's a classic there.
It is.
That's a classic.
It's great. It's
That's
great.
a blast
Okay,
from my
it is on
fucking
here.
childhood.
Yeah.
And Rising
It
Damp.
Oh, Rise and Damp was fantastic.
Fall and Rise is on there. Okay.
Only Fools and Horses. I love Only Fools and Horses.
I am trying. I've watched 2 or 3.
You know, they filmed only Foals and Horses in Portsmouth. Wasn't filmed in London.
No,
I must
it wasn't.
say I did watch Open All Hours and loved it. It took a few episodes to get into it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And Porridge is great as well.
Porridge, yeah.
Now this was one I really liked.
Psychoville, yeah, that's really. Have you seen League of Gentlemen?
Yeah,
I tried.
It's made by the same people, isn't it? Same people. Rising Damp is fantastic as well.
Yeah, Rising Damp is fantastic.
We'll add that to the list then.
Yeah,
he's not going to have time to do anything. He's just going to be watching TV all month.
Sharp is good as a drama.
Well, on the plus side,
Sharp's brilliant.
this will be
Sharp's
time.
classic. And then Sharp
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock
Holmes is good.
Sharp spawned the Ghosts novels as well.
Just checking on YouTube, we do not have a title card yet for Friday Night Tights, so I think we still got some time.
So on the plus side, with all the shows you're adding to your list, you won't have to go and revisit the Santa's Husband.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, no.
Padre,
I've got a Blu-ray of Hitchhikers.
Just contact Gary and tell him to come on our stream for a change.
League of Gentlemen. You went past it, Father.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I think I do have it. Oh, I don't have it. I know I tried watching the first episode or so. Such.
I worked on that show, The Last Detective, when I was in post production. I worked on that long time ago.
Wow.
So
Quatermass. I didn't know they remade the Quatermass.
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't David Tennant on that?
Yeah. So I gotta ask the Escape Artist. Have anybody seen the Escape Artist with David Tennant?
No.
Okay, we gotta watch that trailer. I was blown away by it.
That's new?
A few years ago. Here we go.
Is this before he was the Doctor?
No. Is the sound playing?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, then I gotta stop the screen and reshare it again.
God, this is a bit
Yeah, you're
fiddly,
paying
isn't
for
it?
this?
It's not exactly a comedy. It's a very dark drama.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm just not a very nice person. I don't like people very much.
Oh, this is new, isn't it? This is new.
Figures.
This is a huge challenge.
What you see is what you get.
Isn't he American, that fella?
Diana #1, congratulations. Bonus prize, Mr. Burton. Mr. Simpkins, why did you choose me to lead this?
Because my client stands between a rock and a bucket of shit.
I'm serious, Will. I've seen the brief. Why are you doing it?
Practicing law.
I think I've seen this.
Now, the person who took
This is a BBC thing, doesn't
can
look
only be
BBC.
described as a
No, it's
malignant
ITV.
sadist
Oh,
who
right.
did so with the intent
Hence
to
the budget.
inflict the maximum amount of pain and suffering.
And in this country, you are presumed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, yes.
This is not a witch.
Yeah, unless you're
Mr. Foyle
Noel
cannot
Clarke.
be given a fair trial.
I have no alternative but to discharge the jury.
Thank you, my friend.
He looks a bit like Gareth Roberts, a young Gareth Roberts.
Pete? You're defending him.
Everyone deserves a defense.
Is there any
I've
evidence
seen
to
this.
place me at the cottage?
You were charged on the basis of one eyewitness identification.
I scratched his head.
You moved! The name you wanted.
Forensic team just found DNA.
Is he the fugitive?
They called me again about my statement.
These lawyers, they can be very manipulative.
Stick with
Is
what
that
we
guy
agreed.
American? Anybody know?
Not.
I don't know.
Never said thank you. See you soon.
Sorry. I think I've seen that and I didn't like it, I think, a long time ago. I don't generally like British
I need
dramas.
to ask you something. When you killed her, did you die quickly? Or do you
Well,
think
it's
I'm
kind
a
of
little
told
bit
you the whole
stupid?
fucking plot. Sorry to say.
Yeah, it kind of is, but
William
Not a good
Burton
sign if they
did a
do.
stab him on the body with a knife, knowing that this would cause severe injury, anaphylaxis, and death.
Sounds diabolical.
How do you find the accused on the charge of murder?
That's the only mystery left. Is he innocent or guilty?
It's shown you everything.
Yeah, they
it's worth
basically
it.
showed you the whole thing.
I enjoyed it.
Doesn't
You
interest
don't
me.
need to watch the show. They showed you everything.
No, they didn't.
I think Americans like the British drama more than British people.
Not this one. I like the comedies either. What's that?
It's just I don't know. I just British drama really gets up my whatever. I just don't like British drama because it just feels all wrong and it's always dark, always dark for some reason. It's always
Well,
dark.
that's
Why?
up my alley.
Yeah, well,
My dark sense of humor and all that. Appreciate
all
it.
right. You're not supposed to have a dark side, father.
You're not allowed, Father. Only we are.
You're not allowed.
You're supposed to be beyond human foibles.
I don't know. David Tennant he's a good actor, but I think he really needs something else to actually push him away from Doctor Who. In my opinion.
Yeah, but he seems to be doing always sort of crime dramas lately.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
Because that's all we make. That's all we make.
That's true.
You know, that and soaps. That's
Yeah.
all we do.
Fair point.
We've stopped making sitcoms now for some reason.
Yeah, because it's too risky.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it'll
I forgot
offend
about
some.
that. Yeah.
You know,
you're right.
5 people.
Someone needs to step up.
Do you know
Action
what?
Dan Abnett's Gaunt's Ghosts. Cast.
We got a show
David
over here
Tennant is
called
cool, which is an anti-hero.
we got a show over here
and
called
just let him play with
EastEnders.
it.
EastEnders, we've got a show over. It's a soap, right? And every actor in EastEnders are all upper class and middle class,
EastEnders,
playing working class,
And they're
Makes
all
no sense
white
to me.
usually, like as well. It's like, have you been to the East
Makes
End?
no sense. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's been ridiculous for years, to be honest. I mean, it's always been pretty ridiculous anyway.
The thing is, though, I'm sure.
I remember when Dr. Leg died.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was ages ago.
Dr. Leg, God, crikey, yeah.
was
Remember the
ages
first
ago.
episode?
Tried watching.
Oh yeah, he was good in
Jones.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. I thought he was. I thought it was very good.
I haven't watched it.
Jessica
No, I
Jones
would
is
love to
quite
see
good.
them-
Yeah, he was. He's the only good thing in that. I thought. It
Yeah,
was brilliant.
that's
I would
true.
love
That's
to see
Purple
them
Man.
bring. I would love to see them bring Daredevil, the Netflix Daredevil, into the MCU.
I hope
They
do.
are.
I hope they,
They
don't
are,
actually. I would have loved that, but not now with the MCU the way it is.
True.
Yeah,
Well, if he makes a guest appearance in Spider-Man, that'd be terrific.
They said he would. Now they're saying he's not. I don't know.
I think they're lying.
I just rather see another season done as at least in the vein of what they were doing and leave it out of the.
Yeah. But
Did
we
you hear
know,
about Doctor
Mike,
Strange
we're
was
not gonna
meant to
get
be? Doctor Strange was meant to be in WandaVision, and they took him out because he was too
Yes.
white.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Yep. Kevin Feige, what an idiot.
he's lost a lot of weight, Kevin Feige, hasn't he? Lost a
Has he?
shitload of
I
weight.
don't know.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah, he has.
stress.
Yeah, maybe.
I've lost a lot of weight. I need a new fucking belt because my trousers keep
Okay.
falling down whenever I
Language
leave the house.
warning. Language.
Language, Timothy.
That's your excuse anyway.
This
How
isn't
do
a
the swear
religious stream,
blocks
but it
badly?
is a stream by a priest.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, I understand. I understand.
Are you looking
Forgive
forward
my
to
Northern Ireland chat.
looking forward to Fantastic Four? Are we, guys?
If they do it right,
No.
it'll be good. But
Well,
I
that's
don't
not going to
trust
come out
them.
for years
It's
anyway.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah. It's not
I
going to come
pronounce
out for
it.
years.
I hereby pronounce it dead on arrival. It's the MCU. It's going to be the unrecognizable four. It's going to be horrific. I mean, as bad as the Corman movie is, as bad as the two Sony movies, and as bad as Fan Four Stick is, those will be more recognizable, even if they're not very good. As this will not even be recognizable as the wonderful Fantastic Four. There's only one person in the entire universe qualified to make that movie,
Who's that then?
and that's me. And since they're not allowing that, it's
Don't be modest or anything.
only
By the
I.
time that-
Only I.
By the time they're done, they will have you begging for the Galactus fart cloud.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Here.
Yes.
So this I'm going to show for the first time. This is the 1997
Oh,
trailer
boy.
for Justice League.
Oh,
Yes.
you can
Wait,
find-
I got this.
You can find the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my
somebody
god,
put
that
the-
looks so
Put the
awful.
cartoon theme on there. How dare them?
At least the costumes are kind of accurate.
They suck, those costumes.
I think the Atom's my favorite of the dumb costumes.
Yeah, at least the marching in step.
Oh, boy.
I don't hate the special effects.
Bad.
Is that the cat that scratched Nick Fury? Oh, this looks
Oh.
Cutting edge back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Music, oh goodness.
I will show the one that I really loved, and I remember watching as a kid.
I hate to say it, but it reminds me of Transformers and I Am Optimus
How
Prime.
dare them use that music?
I see you've been watching
Cartoon.
Cyanide and Happiness there, Father.
Yes.
Excellent.
Did anybody remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Danny Elfman theme for the John Wesley Ship Flash show.
I actually like
Was
the
that
John
like the
Wick
Batman
Flash
thing?
show. Yeah.
Well, that's because Danny Elfman did it.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, I know.
it sounds just like the Batman thing. Like, not
Yep.
even slightly. I mean, it's like completely.
It was right after that.
Yeah, it would be.
He played his father in the new one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. You know, this show wasn't all that good. They had a couple of hundred episodes, but now it's a masterpiece compared to the crap they make now.
They did try, though. They tried very hard to make it work, but they just didn't.
The music doesn't fit the character either. So, I mean.
And it had Mark Hamill in it too.
They did, and he was the trickster.
Twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Twice.
remember that.
And then they brought him back as the trickster in the CW.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know,
Okay.
And that
it's a
was
shame.
before he-
So
That was before he
probably
played
I
the
do
Joker.
love Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Hands
I
up.
can't show it
totally.
on here.
No.
It's
Oh,
a
we
shame
lost
that
somebody.
CW
Derek.
went woke, innit? It's a shame.
Yeah,
It
man. And the
started
only
really
decent
well.
show on there right now is Superman and Lois.
Put Supergirl in a bloody onesie and give her a fringe. What the
Dude,
hell's that
I
all
was
about?
so pissed that that new 52 outfit showed up. I was so furious.
How many times do I have to tell you? Screw 52.
She's so cute.
I've
She
never
looked
watched
fantastic in the old costume. Now
Never
she just
watched
looks
it.
like a lesbian.
Never
You know what I
watched
mean?
it.
It just doesn't
Never-
make any sense.
Well, maybe they were going to make her
It's terrible.
They changed Jimmy Olsen too.
Yeah.
Oh, did
He's no
they?
longer ginger. Yeah, and then.
Yeah, he's black. He's black.
Yeah.
Hollywood has a problem with gingers.
Not
I don't know why.
not only is he black though, he's also a big, tall. He's bigger than Superman. He's a big, tall, athletic-looking dude.
And they turned Jimmy Olsen into the Guardian too.
I was watching the Geeky Sparkles on the Clownfish TV talking about ginger erasure earlier today. They did a video about it. It was very interesting. And they showed a list of all the ginger characters that have been race swapped or swapped out completely, and it was just longer than
Mary Jane
side
was
is
ginger.
real.
Mary Jane was ginger in the Tobey Maguire film, so they at least they kept her ginger.
Yeah,
haven't you been watching? Gail Simone said that's not happening.
Mm.
And so,
I guess I must need to go get my eyes checked out.
I don't know how that woman gets work. I mean, she must have shit on somebody. It's the only way I can imagine.
But is anybody looking forward to the next Spider-Man movie? No Way Home? No.
I didn't see the last one.
Maybe somebody somewhere might be looking forward to it. But that would be
Considering where the MCU is going, dude, no.
Well,
I think it would be easier at this point to just go and to ask the question of what movies are we actually looking forward to? Because my list is Dune.
Well, Dune looks interesting, but the film I was looking forward to, and I actually got to see it, was Nobody. I watched Nobody, and I
Nobody is
really
an
liked
awesome
it.
movie.
Yeah.
Did you?
Even though
Did
there's
you like
loads
it,
of
Ben?
holes in the plot, it really does work. You know,
it's great.
Yeah,
I loved it. I was surprised, shocked.
I've not seen it. When was this?
It's in theaters here now, but it's also on certain services. I don't know where.
And I got it on a certain service. It's really entertaining, very entertaining. I found.
Yeah,
it's written. It's funny. I'm not that big on those John Wick movies. They're kind of fun, silly, but they wear thin. This is John Wick with a heart and a brain, and 2 words.
He got hurt. It was like he was. I mean, John Wick gets hurt, but this guy. He really did get hurt.
Yeah, he really gets hurt.
John Wick, first of all, he's a Superman. He can barely get scratched. He'll kill 50 dudes, and then another 50 come over and say, "Oh, I'm sure we'll have better success than the last 50." And he'll first person shooter them. It's like him. They have interesting elements to the film. He's not much of a character, and he's just kind of a monster. Decides to slaughter people because they pissed him off. This guy in Nobody is a human being. And there's a good person in there. That's an actual redemption story. This thing has so much more heart and wit and intelligence than the John Wick stuff.
It does.
I mean,
I like when he talks to the dead people. It's like explaining to this guy the black Russian truck under the car, and then before he finishes his story, he's dead. He's like looking at him. He's like he's dead. So there's nice little moments in there.
And he's not invulnerable either.
No, he's not. Yeah. No, it's good. It's very enjoyable. I found very enjoyable.
It's a movie that we all needed. Yeah. Basically.
It didn't have any agenda in it, as far as I could tell.
No, just a fun movie.
As I said, I got to see it in an empty theater, so that was awesome.
That's because you were going in, Farther, and they were like, "No, we're not going in there with a priest. No way."
No.
So it's the reason why you were in there alone.
I was not in my Clerks for that one.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
they're there. They saw a priest walk into Nobody, and everybody's like, "Nope, I'm not going to touch that one."
I cannot stress enough Christopher Lloyd, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes.
He's so great.
Yeah. And what was that bit at the ending when they're driving in the Winnebago? I never understood that. Did you, Father? When the credit sequence?
It sounds like they might be going on another mission or something.
Yeah, I was like, well, what are they talking about? But anyway, that's a sequel, I think. I think they're going to plan a sequel.
You saw the way they had it at the end. They set it up for a sequel.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. Everyone's seen it yet. But,
Well, Ian, if anybody knows, you should know. You always leave room for a sequel.
Oh yes, absolutely. Give me the goddamn kitty cat bracelet.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
The gosh darn.
Gosh darn kitty cat bracelet.
Father, I've got Captain Cockney Spock asking if he can come on. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me get the link in there. It's been a while since I posted it.
What time is Friday Night Tights, by the way?
There's no title card yet.
Oh, I see.
So I'm guessing it's going to be a later one.
They must.
It doesn't matter what time Friday Night says. Friday Night Tights says we'll start at 10 o'clock UK time. It'll be 10:30 or 11:15 or whatever.
Well,
because they'll all be sitting in the green room chatting.
What country is it? Dan that's Dan Vasic. What country is he from?
Brazil, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think
is that a guest star that they've got on?
Yep.
We played his song earlier. I don't know if you saw that, Ian.
Dan was on a couple of times. He was on before.
Yeah, he's been on like 2 or 3 times.
I reckon Gina Carano is going to get on Friday Night Tights one day.
I reckon that's the future.
I'm surprised Drunk hasn't been on there yet.
Well, here's the thing: if and take this, if she does go back to Disney, there's no way she's going to go on Friday Night Tights.
There's no way.
I hope she does.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
No way on God's green earth Gene Carano is going to go crawling back to Disney for 50 fucking grand.
I don't think she's going back either. But if they do something,
if I were her, I'd tell them to get lost. I mean,
I would too.
So much better than
because they screwed her over so much.
Yeah, why would you want to go back to that environment?
Gina Carano was going to Disney.
Yeah.
Let them come crawling back to
Middle
her.
finger raised.
Right?
Yeah.
They need her more than F themselves.
Yeah.
And you know what? Make them crawl first and make all the demands and go, actually, no. No, just it's like,
there's an old saying here.
They want
Fool
to
me
put
once,
her in a
shame on me.
session.
Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just sending Odin a message asking if there's an ETA.
Well,
Padre, you should get Odin on the.
Oh.
He's a fellow Catholic Roman person.
He's been on a couple of times. He's been on a couple of times.
Not on this one, but
no, he's a good fella. I'm not saying
on my
bad
Catholic
about him.
stream he has.
Mm.
He's a very devout fellow, and I admire him for that. I'm not, because I'm a Protestant, and I walk around.
I will say,
laughing
I did send Quarter Black Garrett a text, or not a little text, but a tweet about something, and I think he might be coming to Vegas. Or he said he's going to try.
Nice.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, we all are jealous on this side of the pond.
I wish I could go to Vegas.
I'm trying to think beer's free in Vegas as long as you put money into the slot machines.
I might try to. I'm going to try to make it too, but we'll see at the last moment.
Well, if you do, come by and pick me up.
That's a big. That's a big no. I tell you what, I'll wave at you though.
You've got to get a picture of all of you in the frame when you do go there.
I figure we have to have a big group picture or something.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
have
if people
to.
are going to go to this.
That would make a great YouTube banner to have just everyone together like that.
Yeah. I want to get a Nerdrotic badge. I don't know where to get it though. Do you have to? Has he got a website? Has he got a website? He has got websites. And what am I talking about? Of course he has. I'll have to get one.
Ian, what you need to do is you need to be very nice to Mrs. Nerdrotic. She'll send you the stuff.
Lady Gravemaster has contacts with him, so maybe I'll ask her.
I'm sorry to hear that,
she's
Rosie.
a good girl too. Ex-Marine, believe it or not.
All right, Jed, you can go. You can ride in the back of my truck.
As long as I can get there, we can both get there, dude.
Okay, so I just asked about Gary, and he's like, it's supposed to start in 10 minutes, but Gary is Gary.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no title card. And he's like, Gary is Gary.
There's no notice yet that I see. So, yeah.
It's basically like our Sunday stream.
I'll bet you a £10 note of proper English money, British money, that won't. Gary's stream won't start in 10 minutes, fella.
Oh, I'm pretty sure of that.
Then you can pay me back in a £10 dollar.
Be very surprised if it ever started on time.
Oh yeah, people are like, if we start on time, people are like, "Are you guys okay on our stream on Sunday?" They're like, "Hey, is everybody okay?"
But he was on Dan's show when I was on Dan's show, and he was late. He was half an hour late.
Yeah,
we didn't think he was come on, but he was half an hour late. Yeah, Gary. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that if Gary were to actually show up to actually start the stream on time, people would be concerned. Was he kidnapped?
Well,
is this his way of telling us?
And he's admitted it all along. Gary took a lot of drugs in the 80s.
Is he a body snatcher?
He's a jailbird as well, isn't he? So yeah.
Well, I done 2 years, and 2 years in hard time.
Oh, hello.
But when he admitted himself, the 2 years straightened him out.
Well, I will say right now, I'm looking at staying at the Flamingo.
Oh, you're going to stay at the Flamingo?
I'm going to try. I'm looking at it right now because
summertime in Dublin.
Isn't the TrekCon at the Rio?
The TrekCon is at the Rio.
At the Rio always, yeah. I've been there once.
I was debating about that, but then I was reading it's like a mile walk to the Strip.
It's huge. Yeah, it is. Yes, it's on the other side of the interstate from the Strip.
Are you going to the con, Father?
No, I don't think so, because I'm only going to go. I'm flying in Wednesday and leaving Saturday, because the Saturday night would add like another 100, 200 to the bill.
Right.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Charge it to the Vatican. They're very rich.
But I will say so far, because I still had the voucher from last December when I was supposed to go to the original one. So right now it's looking like it might be about 530 to go.
Wow.
Oh, that's not.
Wow.
It's not too bad. I mean, that's flight and hotel.
Oh, it's not bad.
I got a friend that lives in Vegas, so I could stay with him. But still, the trip out there, it takes like a 2-day drive almost.
Wow.
I'd sub you for the 550, but I suspect the fucking bar bill would be more double that.
Yeah. Well, it would be with you.
You just gotta find someone unsuspecting. Don't worry.
Well, Gary did
I'll cover
say,
the flight. I'll cover the hotel.
Say,
you just cover the bar tab.
Yeah, he said if everybody comes out there, everything's on him. So I was like, Gary, do you know what?
He was going to provide a lot, I think.
Yeah, Gary said if people get out there, he said he's going to provide the food, drinks, and all the other stuff.
Wow.
So I was like,
well, I think the food. I don't think the alcohol necessarily.
I think he said something about buying a round or something.
Yeah.
If Guy was covering my alcohol bill, Guy would be bankrupt.
He'd have to sell his house for sure.
If I went to Vegas, I'd probably
might
try
have
Don't drink with Aries, man.
amazing fancy 15s.
Just doesn't work out well.
All those roads that they shot Diamonds Are Forever on. That's how geeky I am. I'd probably be walking around the Strip going, where was that car stunt done? Or
Well, at least it isn't. At least it isn't Gary, like 30 years ago.
Ian,
otherwise, be
come to Northern Ireland. 30 miles from where I'm sitting now. I'll show you where they filmed the King's Road.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll take you up the street, and I'll show you where they filmed.
I'm hoping
what
that
do you
people
call
will
the
go,
castle?
but
Through the castle where they filmed. What do they
Highlander?
call it?
No, that's Scotland.
No, not Highlander. All the Game of Thrones things for 7 years.
All
Every
right.
corner of a farmer's field in bloody Northern Ireland was filmed for
Wow.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I lost all interest in Game of Thrones.
The drinks are watered down in Vegas. Yeah, they're free, but they're watered down, and then they pump the oxygen up in the main areas where you gamble on purpose.
That's true as well.
Oh,
That's very true.
it's all set up, Ironcaster.
Yeah.
It's a whole system. They feed you in, they pump more money into the machines.
Yeah, that's the reason why you do that.
But
Should be taking
clever
Rain
people
Man
like us
down there.
can work the system and take advantage of it.
Yeah, Rain Man.
well, I'm just hoping
Rosie G12 says drinks are free in the casinos.
They
you
are.
gotta be playing.
As long as you're gambling.
Yeah, as long as you're gambling, you can drink as much as you want.
They got some nickel slots.
Yeah.
Yes, they
But
do.
the thing is, I really hope that the size isn't huge enough where we can't all just hang out and, it's like you maybe get 5 minutes with Gary.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen, Father.
Depends on how many people are there, yeah, though. Gary's
know it's
going
to happen.
Gary's
To be
going
honest
to
with you, Fowler, I think
swamped.
Gary gave a lot of people a lot of time.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't,
also,
don't be panicking about the fact that he's got to a certain stage now when people are throwing in hundreds and 500s and £1,000 per chance.
Sonny gave him £1,000
Gary
a couple of
appreciates
days
the
ago.
people that has been there from the start and has supported him. And I think, the man's wise enough to understand that. That's what actually matters. It's not the guy that walks in and throws down $100. It's the 500 guys that puts in $1 and actually makes him a big channel.
Well,
I'd rather meet the Star Wars girl than Gary, though.
I mean, I was gonna say there's so many other people in this community, this little sphere, that there are so many people I would also love to go see. Like, go see Jake D or Nick Weiser or the Good Father here.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, we're all part of this community, and we're all going to want to hang out with each other.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing. I mean,
if Nick Weiser shows up, I'm gonna give him a bag of waffle crisp cereal.
So, well, I wonder if we should start wrapping up, just in case this is going to start.
Yeah, because it says wait. When did he start? When did that go?
Oh, he's
up?
finally got the notice up. Okay.
Yeah, I just got the notice.
That means give him maybe anywhere from
half an hour,
5 minutes to a half hour, anywhere within that time frame. Yeah.
How does Az do it? I mean, he's British. I mean, the guy must go on till 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I could never do that. Az.
Oh, we have some Brits that are on our shows and they stay up. Yeah.
This channel's his livelihood now, so that's his job.
I guess.
I was just going to ask that.
I mean, so I think he's got, what else do I have to do? I don't have to get up for another job in the morning or that kind of stuff. It is his job, and he does it very well. So,
and then he just backs he just sends all the money off to Sideshow Collectibles for the hot toys.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well, so much for him being on every other week.
I just made a super chat there. It should show up on your screen in a minute. Tell me what you think.
Yes. I love it.
Well, since it just went live, I think you got a good chance of that being read.
Yeah. Put him on the spot.
There you go.
Let's see. I'm just looking at this.
I can't watch Friday Night Tights. It's too long. I have to sleep.
First hour and a half's good, but after that, just
Well, Paulie's going to do the show tonight, so now I got to go wrench for him after a couple hours of Friday Night Tights.
Yeah, and then
Nick goes on later, and Falbo goes on. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. So, and I'm usually on Nick's, and then Foul Balls after. So,
I think Nick is taking tonight off.
Is Nick on? Is he?
He's going to be on Foul Ball.
Did you see that video where Drunk 3PO showed you around Gary's place?
He did
That's
that
amazing.
again.
Look at all that stuff Gary's got. My God. Just an amazing collection of rubbish, really, let's face it.
Hey, you should see Mark D with the Cease collection.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty amazing. He's collected a lot of stuff throughout the years, and he's a real collector, isn't he, old Gary? So, wow. Well, and he's moving as well, again.
I think Mark D would give Gary a run for his money.
I'm pretty sure he would,
yeah. Like, they pretty much, dude.
It's Well, I mean, Gary's very popular. I like Az as well. I think Az is pretty funny.
When Gary opens that comic shop, when Gary opens that comic shop, and if it's near San Antonio, that's driving distance to me. I'm definitely going to go up there.
Yeah. So. America's very different from London.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah,
very
long distance driving though.
Yeah, we don't do stuff like that. We just jump on the tube and 20 minutes we're there.
That's because 20 minutes and you're halfway across the country.
I got to drive. Yeah, but it's like, for example, to Vegas would be almost 30 hours or something. But I still would rather drive it any day.
Wow,
I'd be sleeping in a couple
I remember having a laugh with one of my Twitter friends or Facebook friends, and she was saying, I'm going to visit my friend. It's a 2,500 mile drive. And I was like, well, I can drive from the Irish Sea to the North Sea and back 22 times to run up to 2,500 miles.
It's a long way.
Joys of living in a small country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys don't want to. Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead, man. No, go ahead.
No,
Father.
I was just gonna say we probably should
Wrap
start
it up.
wrapping up.
There you go.
No, I was going to say I have something to show you if I can get it on the screen. Let's see if I can get the angle right. Nope.
Is it a can of beer?
No. Can of beer before.
What's this?
Oh,
what is that? I can't see. It's too
Doomcock.
tiny.
It's a Doomcock thingy.
Oh,
I
let me
can't
see if I
say
can
it.
bring that up. Whoops.
I didn't even ask for this. One of Doomcock's moderators sent that to me. We asked Doomcock to send it.
Oh yeah, I have that one of those. It's cool.
I don't have one of those.
And it
Do you
has
reckon
the...
it's time Doomcock made a better mask? For God's sakes, I don't know about that mask.
Well, he should refit the mask.
Yeah.
But if I can get this up, he puts a personal sentiment
Hold on.
on the back.
So did he make that mask? Oh, there you go. I can't
It
read
looks
it.
like
but
he
cool.
made it.
Can't read it, but
I don't know.
You know, he's a
but
decent fellow.
Well, can't tell what he said, but it's cool to do that.
it's nice he sent it.
No, it's very decent of him.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He's the future ruler of the world, though. So yeah.
So they say.
Okay.
That's like
Well,
your get
with
out of
that-
jail free card when he
There's
takes
the
over.
other future ruler of the earth.
Oh, hold on.
Nope. Left, right,
Avon!
left, right.
Avon.
Avon lives,
Avon
Robbie.
lives.
Avon lives.
Avon lives. The great show.
Oh my goodness.
Signed.
You betrayed me.
Have you
betrayed me?
Callan doesn't understand. Neither do I, Blake. I set all this up, and then, yes, I got an excuse to kill you.
You did.
Well, let's head over to Gary's. And we'll do this again next week for those that want to join us.
Thank you, Father.
So,
Thank you, Father.
Thanks again,
Yes.
everybody, for joining us.
Thank you,
Be
Padre.
sure to hit the like, and we'll see you all next week.
All right.